We all rely on banks, building societies, and credit card providers. But what happens when things go wrong? The answer is simple. You fight back. Knowing your rights and how to lodge a complaint effectively can be the difference between accepting an unsatisfactory situation and getting the justice you deserve. Many people feel intimidated by the prospect of taking on a financial institution. The UK has a robust system in place to protect consumers, and understanding how to navigate it is empowering. Whether it's an incorrect fee, a mishandled transaction, or poor customer service, you have a right to complain and seek redress. This guide will equip you with the knowledge and tools to navigate the UK banking complaints process confidently. So let's dive in and arm you with the information you need to fight for your financial rights. When dealing with a banking issue, your first point of contact should always be the bank itself. Often what seems like a significant problem can be resolved quickly with a simple phone call or a visit to your local branch. However, if the issue is more complex or you've already tried resolving it informally, it's time to make a formal complaint. Start by gathering all relevant information, including account numbers, transaction dates, and any correspondence with the bank. Write down a clear and concise summary of your complaint, outlining the problem and the resolution you're seeking. You can submit your complaint in writing by letter or email, or through your bank's online complaint portal if available. When lodging your complaint, request a complaint reference number and keep a record of all communication. Remember, clarity is key. The clearer and more organized your complaint, the easier it will be for the bank to understand your issue and provide a timely response. When lodging a complaint against a bank, evidence is your best ally. Start by gathering any documentation that supports your claim. This could include bank statements, transaction histories, contracts, agreements, or even screenshots of online banking errors. If you've had phone conversations with the bank, make a note of the date, time, and the name of the person you spoke to. If possible, try to obtain written confirmation of any verbal agreements or promises made during these conversations. In some cases, it might be helpful to gather evidence from third parties. A well-documented complaint demonstrates that you're serious about seeking a resolution and increases your chances of a favorable outcome. Once you've submitted your complaint, the bank has 8 weeks to respond. During this time, they should investigate your case and provide a final response or an update on their progress. If the bank fails to respond within 8 weeks, or if you are unsatisfied with their final response, you can escalate your complaint to the Financial Ombudsman Service, or FOS. Before contacting the FOS, it's essential to go through the bank's internal complaints procedure. This usually involves requesting a review by a senior member of staff or a dedicated complaints team. If the internal review doesn't resolve the issue to your satisfaction, you can then take your complaint to the FOS. The FOS is a free and impartial service that settles disputes between consumers and financial institutions. They will review your case and the bank's response and issue a legally binding decision. The Financial Ombudsman Service, or FOS, plays a crucial role in resolving disputes between consumers and financial businesses. They are an independent body with the power to make legally binding decisions, ensuring fair and impartial outcomes for both parties. When you refer your complaint to the FOS, they will carefully review all the evidence and correspondence. The FOS will consider all aspects of your case, including relevant laws and regulations, good industry practice, and what is considered fair and reasonable in the circumstances. They may contact you or the bank for further clarification or documentation during their investigation. If they find in your favor, they can require the bank to take specific actions, such as refunding money, correcting errors, or changing their procedures. However, it's important to note that the FOS can also find in favor of the bank if they believe the bank acted fairly and within its rights. Their services are free, impartial, and focused on achieving fair outcomes based on the evidence presented. Dealing with banking complaints can be daunting, but remember, you have rights. The UK has a robust consumer protection framework, and by understanding your rights and following the correct procedures, you significantly increase your chances of a successful resolution. Remember, banks are not above the law, and they are obligated to treat their customers fairly. Throughout the process, stay organized, document everything, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Knowledge is power, and the more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of financial complaints. If you hit a roadblock or feel overwhelmed, remember that free and impartial advice is available. Organizations like Citizens Advice and the Financial Ombudsman Service are there to support you every step of the way. By standing up for your rights and holding banks accountable for their actions, you contribute to a fairer and more transparent financial system for everyone.